I can't even really describe what it's going to be like. This isn't your typical internet marketing event where you show up. This is the kind of mastermind where you go and it changes your life. It sounds a little bit dramatic and maybe hypey, but it really is a once-in-a-lifetime kind of deal. Okay, you basically show up, everything's taken care of for you. All your entertainment, your food, your drinks, your accommodation, that's all included, and it's actually for two. Okay, it's for two people. So you show up, bring your spouse if you like, bring a friend, one of your kids, bring all your kids if you want. Hey guys, it's Matt Lloyd. I'm sitting on the beach. I am here in Fiji. I'm here getting ready for the Platinum Mastermind April 29th, which is in about 2 months. And basically what I've been doing is trying out a whole bunch of different activities. So for example, yesterday I went jet skiing. Today we went on a cruise to this island. They pretty much drop you off. You just spend the whole day here just relaxing. Sitting on a little island which is it's about the size of a rugby field. It's not very big at all. There's a bar, bathrooms, that's pretty much it. There's about 100 people on this little island. They brought us out here on a ship, took about half an hour, and you can actually see a whole bunch of islands around us. They dropped us off and I'm pretty much here for the rest of today, just relaxing. What I'm really doing here is I'm crafting the ultimate mastermind that you could ever want to go to. If you're not in Platinum yet, I can't even really describe what it's going to be like. It's 5 days and 6 nights. We're not going to spend all the 5 days in a classroom, okay, or in a seminar room. Basically, we're going to spend about 4 days in the seminar room. You're going to hear from some of the best speakers in the world who are really masters at their craft. For example, Michael Oliver is coming. Michael Oliver is pretty much the #1 sales trainer on the planet. We've got Dagan Smith. Dagan, I've been friends with Dagan for quite a few years now, and I always love what Dagan's up to. He's always cutting edge. And when it comes to traffic conversions, I think he's one of the best speakers out there. Basically, all of these speakers, and there's more, will be in the room for 4 days. One of the days, though, we're going to come to an island like this, and we're just going to take it easy. We're going to have a few cocktails. There'll be a lot of one-on-one time. We'll just really relax. And, you know, if you want to come and talk to me, I'm more than happy. I want to meet every single person who comes to Platinum and talk to you all. But you know, it doesn't get much better than this. Everything in Fiji is very relaxed. They say we're on Fiji time, okay, which means that you know, no one is really in a rush. When you're trying to get a cocktail, it can sometimes take like 15 minutes for them to bring it out, but that's part of the charm of being in Fiji. It's really relaxed. It's funny, there's no Facebook, there's no emails, there's no one on my team having, you know, contacting me for a crisis. It's good to have days like this where you get away from everything. There's no technology. The only technology here is my camera, but no mobile phones or anything like that. It's just completely isolated, very quiet, listening to the ocean. I don't know if you can see that, but right behind us there's an island, and there's literally, I'm looking out right now, and there's literally probably about 10 islands I can see. Islands everywhere. In fact, there's an island where they filmed Castaway, the movie with Tom Hanks on it. And it's quite funny, that island, literally right next door, there's another island with a big resort. So you know that scene where Tom Hanks is looking around and there's not an island in sight? Well, actually right next door there's a big resort. It's very warm here, it's quite humid. So every 10-15 minutes I'm going in the ocean for about 5 minutes, and I come back up and I warm up again, and then I go back in the ocean. And I've been doing that pretty much all day long. What am I drinking? This is a tequila sunrise, and I just had a pina colada before that, and then I had beautiful green eyes or something like that. They've got cocktails of, you know, every flavor you could ever want. I don't usually drink cocktails, but I thought, you know, this is definitely the time and the place to do it. They also, as part of this tour, they have free beer, free Fiji beer, which is not too bad. It's funny, you see this whole internet marketing dream lifestyle. Usually it's a guy on the beach with a cocktail in hand, and all I need now is my laptop. But you know, it's quite funny. This is really what, when you get your online business set up, and you get it set up the right way, where you have systems, you have a good team in place, you're not having to micromanage everything, then you can afford to take little vacations like this. Like, this is a 5-day holiday for myself. 5 days at the resort that we're staying at for Platinum, which is lovely. It's called the Radisson Blu 5-star resort. But I get to take these little holidays and just relax every so often. About 4 weeks ago, I went to Thailand for a week. And, you know, I'm not going to lie to you, I don't do this all year long. I work pretty hard when I'm at home in Perth, Australia. I go to the office and get my work done every day, but every so often, every 3, 4, 5 weeks, I like to just fly somewhere and just take a few days off, and you recharge your batteries. It's part of what going to Platinum's all about, but it's not really just relaxation. It's actually, we will be getting a lot of really important work done. If you're thinking about becoming a Platinum Mastermind member, it's not something that you go into lightly. This is really a lifestyle, it's a decision. You make the decision to pretty much have full control over what circumstances you get out of life. It's funny, I sent out an email to my list 2 days ago where I was talking about internal and external locus of control. And there's really two types of people in this world. People who have an external locus of control, basically that means that they believe stuff just happens. You know, you can't control the environment. Things just happen to you and they are beyond your control. And if you're going to be an entrepreneur, you can't afford to think like that, because if you do, well, you're not really taking full control of the outcome. People who have an internal locus of control, they essentially make things happen. You know, if they don't have any money, then they create a business that now produces a lot of money. You know, if they're working all the time and they never really seem to have a nice lifestyle, they create a business where now they can afford to do that. In 2008, I brought into a business where I put down $2,000. I literally had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know how to put a website online. I didn't know what an autoresponder was. I literally was as clueless as anyone could be. And it's funny, a lot of people ask me today, well, you know, what if I'm getting started and I'm a complete newbie? Can I still do this? And I say, well, everybody who's ever built a big business online started where you are. You know, they started being brand new. So yes, you can. But anyway, some people pick it up pretty quickly, and in their first few months they start making good money. I wasn't one of those people at all. You know, I took a long time. I took 9 months before I ever literally made my first dollar in profit. My first dollar in sales even. 9 months. And I'd put $2,000 into this company, and then another $38,000 about 3 months later into the same company. So roughly around 40 grand. I was investing all of my time. It wasn't something I was doing, you know, part-time. It was pretty much all in from the start, and it took a long time. I guess the reason is I was 21, 22, something like that at the time, and I didn't have the skills needed to be good at this, so I had to learn the skills pretty much from scratch. You know, some people come into this industry and they've got years and years of experience in maybe a completely different industry, but still some of those skills transfer across into internet marketing. But here I was 21, 22, so I didn't really have a whole lot of life experience behind me, so I had to learn this stuff pretty much from scratch. Like you said, it took a little while, but 2010 I started making I started having a few days where I would make good money. 2011, it started to get a little bit more consistent, but still it was very much roller coaster income. It was, always up and down, up and down. The end of 2011, that's where things took off. I had my first $15,000 month. December 2011, I remember that very clearly. That was almost a $50,000 month. It was about 45. January 2012, about $81,000 in revenue. I only had about $2,000 in refunds that month, but it just kept on going up from there. Once you get some momentum behind you, it's a lot easier. Getting that momentum in the first place, that can be a little bit challenging. First thing you want to do is just, when you come in this industry, really just focus on making sales. And I know that sounds very obvious, but too many people, they stuff around doing everything else but focusing on revenue producing activities. Because in 2009, I actually had that same decision to make. I'd invested in a company that they were also selling, masterminds, and it's funny, one of them was actually going to Fiji, and I had a choice. I had invested in this top level program. I had a choice to actually go to the place where it was being held. I can't even remember where it was. I don't know, some island, not Fiji, somewhere else. Or, I could delay it to next year. I could put it off for a year. And like an idiot, I put it off for a year. And that's how I used to think at that point in my business. And that was around 2009. It's no coincidence that 2009, I pretty much didn't make any money at all. See, I had this kind of this attitude of, when the business shows me some results, then I'll take the action. When I start making some money, when I start making some sales, then I'll go to this event. And it was stupid. That's the wrong way of thinking about your business. The way that you think about it is, it's that be, do, have, right? You act as if you already have it in a way. You act as if you're already getting results, and you behave accordingly. And what happens is, when you do these things, when you actually make the effort to go, even though you don't think you can probably afford it, or you don't think it's good timing, whatever reason, it's always easy, to come up with excuses and reasons, but you put that aside and you say, screw it, I'm just going to do it, all right? I'm just going to go and I'm going to see what happens. You make the effort to go. When you start behaving like that, those are the people who actually get results in this industry. The people who are willing to drop what they're doing, book a plane ticket and fly to Fiji to hang out with 100 other really high-level entrepreneurs for 5 days, 6 nights on the beaches of Fiji. Those are the people who get results. And that's not the majority at all. That's maybe 5 out of 100 people are willing to act like that. The other 95 will think, okay, I'll wait until I'm getting some results first, and then I'll go and do it. And that's probably why those 95 don't really ever get anywhere in their business. This sounds maybe a little bit in your face in a way, and I kind of mean that though, because I have to be a little bit forceful here. You have to be here, right? This isn't something to put off until next year. So if you're on the fence, just stop what you're doing right now and just start thinking to yourself, it's already paid for. The whole thing is already paid for. The accommodation, the food, entertainment, everything's already there waiting for me. All I have to do is get a plane ticket. You've got quite some time to get a plane ticket. Okay, you can make that happen. Look at the plane ticket, whatever the investment is to get a plane ticket. In the scheme of things, it's pretty much nothing. It's $1,000 or something like that. Whatever it is, just decide, okay, I need to get that ticket and go and get it right now. If you don't believe you have the funding to get it now, then go and get the funding. It's really that simple. Somehow go and get it, borrow it, make some sales, do whatever you have to do just to get the funding, book your plane ticket and just be here. Just come along, be here in April 29th. You're gonna love it, okay? We'll be able to talk, you'll be in that chair, I'll be in this chair. I'll have a tequila sunrise and you'll have a pina colada, and we'll just we'll talk. It'll be great. You will love it. I hope to see you here in Fiji. I hope to see you come along to Platinum. Bring your spouse, bring your kids, bring a friend if you want. You know, the more the merrier. It's going to be a lot of fun. I hope to see you. Whatever you have to do to get here, just do it, all right? Just do it. This isn't the kind of thing that you want to miss. It sounds a little bit dramatic and maybe hypey, but it really is a once-in-a-lifetime kind of deal. You don't get these chances very often, okay? Think about it. How often do you get to go to a very secluded private island and hang out with 100 other entrepreneurs who are in your business, who are in MOBE, okay, who are partners in my online business empire? They're doing exactly what you're doing, and some of them are the most successful out of all of them, okay? We've got people like John Chow. You know, literally, we've got the top earners in MOBE coming along to this mastermind, and there won't be a whole lot of people here. It'll be quite private and small. That's how we designed it. No more than 110 people, okay? So you will get, if you want, you'll get a lot of one-on-one time with the top earners in MOBE. You can have all the one-on-one time with me that you want, so long as I'm not on stage, you know. I'll be more than happy to talk to you. I'm not going to be, you know, hiding from anyone or sitting at the back and not wanting to talk to anyone. I want to talk to everyone. Everyone in Platinum. I want to shake your hand. I want to get to know you. I want to talk to you. I want to find out what's going on in your business, what challenges you're having, how we can help you get to the next level, you know, how you can get your sales up. Whatever you need, whatever you want to know, I'm here to help you, okay? And this is the best way to get one-on-one time. It's basically 5 days, 6 nights with me and a whole lot of other really cool entrepreneurs. So I hope to see you here. I really do. I hope to shake your hand and just do whatever you have to do to get here. We'll talk soon.